Most people don't know the toy line, Secret of the Ninja, but the 1983 Remco toy line is a cult classic of action figures. Remco started up in the 60s with many great toys, and as the 80s action figure boom really kicked off, Remco was having some of the best years of his life, with toys like their successful Remco Monster line. In 1983, the ninja craze was sweeping across America. This was years before those ninjas would put a shell on their back and pick up a ninja sword. This was real life ninja mania. Kids were playing with nunchucks, throwing stars, and were watching cheesy but very cool ninja movies on TV. And my childhood friend even had his own ninja outfit, like a lot of kids did in the 80s. Remco was one of the first to jump on the ninja train. However, at this time, most toy lines, to be successful, needed a cartoon on television to help really sell the line. Remco just didn't have the power behind them to get a Secret of the Ninja cartoon on TV. But they did something that was very unique at the time, and other companies would follow years later. They would release a VHS of the Secrets of Ninja cartoon with a combo of two figures. Single figures would also be released. But the VHS 2-pack combo was a great way to get kids introduced to the secrets of the ninja. In 1983, this was a bold move, as only 10% of the American household had a VCR. That's a far cry from the 70% by the end of the 80s. Sadly, I could find no clips of these cartoons online. It would be nice to see what they look like. Each figure would have a lever on his back that would cause the figure to kick or punch like any good ninja would. Overall, the figures are nothing that special. Not bad, but nothing groundbreaking. However, the artwork on the package is some of the best you'll find in the 80s. Let's break down the line, first looking at the single release figures. Here's Karate Black Belt Champion. I know what you're saying, that doesn't sound like a ninja, but isn't that what a ninja would want you to say? There was Cobra Spirit, who had a big cobra head. Man, this reminds me of the 80s PSA drug commercial that I used to see at 2 a.m. when I was trying to watch USA's Up All Night. It would scare me so bad I would have to go play Mile on Secret Castle until 5 a.m. Yes! There was Commando, but to me, it looks more like a Kmart reject Rambo. There was Golden Shower Monk, who was too sexy to even come with a shirt. Judo King may not sound like a ninja name, but he's wearing a black outfit and a red headband. If that doesn't say ninja, I don't know what does. Well, maybe a red vest, so you could get him also in a red vest and a red headband. There was the Kaiming Expert with mask, and he had yellow armor and some kind of crazy mask. He was also released in red armor. There was also Kendo Master. I know I'm probably not pronouncing some of these words right. Sorry. Anyway, this guy, you guessed it, was a ninja master. There was Kung Fu Master. Yeah, another non-ninja in the Secret of the Ninja line. And here we go, finally, Ninja. There we go, a ninja. That name gets straight to the point. No question about it, he's a ninja. Here's a samurai wearing purple pants. That doesn't seem very samurai to me. It seems more Bruce Banner. He also was released in black pants. I had a joke here and everything, but it messed up when I realized it was the same figure in different pants, so we'll move on from that. There was Taekwondo Warrior. Man, that's a mouthful. And Thai Kickboxer. That's no ninja, that's a kickboxer. And let's not forget this karate guy. He was a black belt. For the 2-packs, there was Taekwondo Warrior versus the Ninja. And the other 2-pack was Thai Kickboxer and the Golden Shaolin Monk. As for the VHS pack, I could only find one. But it seems, at least through the back of the package, 3 got released. The only one I could find was Taekwondo Warrior versus Ninja. According to the package, the other release was Black Belt Champion versus Kung Fu Master and Taekwondo Warrior versus Ninja. As for the 3 VHS tapes, there were Magic of the Ninja, Search for the Ninja, and I believe this one says Kid Boy Ninja. But if you ask me, it looks like a damn girl. Overall, the figures are fun and nicely done. The kick feature adds a little bit more fun to the line, and the line went really great with Remco's Karate Kid toy line, which would give it more value. You had a lot of ninjas and karate people to play around with your Ralph Macchio. But that's a look at the cult classic action figure line, Secret of the Ninja. I'm curious, did anyone out there have this Remco toy line? If you did, you had a good childhood.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.